Why did nobody tell us our mic was over here?
Oops, sorry.
Hey guys. We clearly we're not in our right mind now.
One of us was up watching Brazil, and the other one
They were good matches.
was not.
Also, how could I not watch Liu Cash? She's one of my favorite people.
She is lovely.
All
Alright, so we are back here with round 4.
I don't know how you guys aren't tired of the sound of my voice yet. I'm so sorry. 5 rounds today, right? But yeah, 5 rounds today. But here's the fun fact, guys. We're going international without ever having to leave the comfort of these chairs because we've got for you. I'm so sorry. None of the cards today are going to be in English because we've got a Chinese card and a Korean card. You can blame the Korean card on obviously Scary Terry Hong here, as we've got you on your left side with the Xerneas, Zygarde, Incineroar, Tapu Fini, Kartana, and Amoonguss, and on your right we've got Hengyue, Zhang with Kyogre, Tapu Lele, Duskmane, Necrozma, Kartana, Incineroar, and Amoonguss as well.
So we luckily don't. So we do have a small mirror. Both players have Kartana and Amoonguss. We do have
Incineroar as well.
Oh yes, the Incineroar. Again, my mic was covering it.
You can just get closer to me.
Yeah, I always want to be closer to you, my darling. So we do have a half mirror, but Terry, of course, playing Zygarde as he has been doing. He does love green Pokemon.
You guys can't see my face, but this is my surprise face.
Yep. Again, surprise face. What was he running last year? Mega Gardevoir.
He was running. Yes. He was also running Rayquaza for a little bit here.
Yes.
So I think this is a superior green snake in his opinion right now. But I mean, it's just gonna be super interesting because you've got a lot of Pokemon here that you can't really Rage Powder or Spore. You've got 2 grass types on each side. You've got the Tapu Fini on Terry's side, which we saw that what he brought. I think this is either a similar team or the same exact team that he brought to Portland. You've got that Self Swagger. You've got the Heal Pulse. You've got a lot of options in terms of what you can do with that Zygarde and that Tapu Fini. Tapu Lele obviously going to be really important because of the fact that you've got that ability to keep the fake out from happening, and you've got the chance to boost up those psychic moves. I mean, Tapu Lele is still really scary, and Tapu Lele and Kyogre as a lead together is absolutely terrifying.
They are, yes. But at least you won't fake out on Psychic Terrain like I have done multiple times.
Hey, sometimes people do silly things when they're tired, okay?
Good Lord.
We all make mistakes. So, I mean, there's nothing much you can do for it here, but and we're gonna get right into it. This is game 1. Game 1, round 4. I meant to say round 4. I think they're both right now at 2-1. All the other 3-0s that we had I couldn't really show because they had already been on stream.
Yep.
And now we've got here for you that Kartana Incineroar, also really fantastically prevents any sort of Xerneas setup from being too comfortable here. We've got the exact same lead. Oh my god. Hey, that was very nice.
So of course, both Incineroars are going to Intimidate, meaning everyone is at -1.
Also, the names the guys are going to be on reverse. Actually, Terry's going to be on your bottom screen right now, so it's going to be Hengyue's Incineroar that actually goes first with that Intimidate, and Terry's is going to be the side that we're seeing from right now here. So just those names are going to be reversed in a little bit, possibly, maybe. Who knows? But we do have sort of like Terry's Incineroar going second here with that Intimidate, and neither Incineroar is going to get knocked out. But now we've got that idea of, hey, whose fake out is going to go first, and is it because of the fact that it's like, is it going to follow the same Intimidate stuff, or
is it even really a good idea to fake out right now, both with double fake out? Maybe they want to try something different. To
Flare Blitz the Kartana.
Exactly. They could do something super offensive and just Flare Blitz the Kartana.
Or
no, we're gonna switch out and go into the Tapu Fini, which of course could easily take down that Incineroar and is going to put up Misty Terrain, meaning no one can get a status. We also then go into we get a Duskmane Necrozma, or is it Necrozma and Duskmane? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. And Incineroar trying to Flare Blitz right into that Kartana spot, but unfortunately the Tapu Fini doesn't take any damage. Incineroar U-turning into Duskmane Necrozma. It was a crit, but it was only 4th damage. So Incineroar is going to leave our field, and what's going to come back in? Let's see.
It's probably going to be Xerneas, honestly. Just kidding.
No, it's going to be our Zygarde.
Ooh, with that Misty Seed activation too. Actually, so this is really funny because you did point out something really good, like the fact that neither one of them went for a fake out. They both went straight for damage there, and I think that was so smart of both of them. Hengyue going for that Flare Blitz into what was that Kartana spot on Terry's side, gonna do no damage to that Tapu Fini, and Terry allowing himself that U-turn. I think U-turn is a really smart option because U-turn allows you to pivot in terms of what's gonna happen. That Incineroar went last, so that is the second time that Incineroar has gone after Hengyue's own Incineroar, so I'm just gonna at this point just kind of assume it's slower, especially if you're running something like U-turn. I think having a slower Incineroar is smart because it allows you a better chance to pivot, because after your opponent's already done all their switching and attacking and you U-turn, you can figure out a better way on how to, you know, fix up your game plan. So I think like now here we're in a spot, you know, where you can go exactly for this, that self-swagger, and gonna raise that attack and no confusion thanks to Misty Terrain. So Terry's like in a great spot to do that.
It's the little nuances, you know, that make Pokemon interesting.
Ooh,
And Incineroar going down. Dustmane Necrozma only has about an 8th HP left. Yikes.
That was another critical hit, I think, on there. But yikes, that's a weakness policy activation there on Hengyue's Dustmane Necrozma. That is rough.
Now, weakness policy is when we go into a trick room to get some speed control for Hengyue's side. People don't use Trick Room all that often anymore. I remember when I started playing at the end of 2017,
Trick Room is super underrated
everywhere. Now. People don't respect it anymore. I love seeing Trick Room.
This is the second time we've had the Dustmane Necrozma on stream. The second time we've seen Trick Room. I mean, it's just gonna be super interesting because now, you know, Hengyue has to bring in a Pokemon here. That was like the perfect setup for Terry there. He got the swagger, he was able to get like that plus on there, and now, you know, that Zygarde's in a fantastic spot, or was, but now we're in Trick Room, and Hengyue's like, I think really just taking his time to figure out what he needs to figure out, because when you're staying on a Zygarde right here, if you don't knock it out from like one go, you allow that Zygarde complete to happen. And like we saw with Ben vs. Geo, like Zygarde complete is a little scary.
Terrifying.
And
we get Tapu Lele out, meaning Psychic Terrain is going to win the terrain war for now.
No more self-swaggers.
No more self-swaggers,
But Dustmane and Tapu Lele both get, excuse me, kind of that boost from that terrain here. So the Zygarde's in a little bit of a pinch here, I think, especially when you take into the fact that we are still in Trick Room mode here, so the Tapu Lele can kind of, you know, sort of deal damage here into that. You could go for the Moonblast into that Zygarde spot, but now I think if you're Hengyue, you also have to consider your Zygarde needs to be, your Dustmane Necrozma needs to be protected. You don't want to switch it out unless you're okay sacrificing those boosts that you got from weakness policy, but at this point, that Pokemon is kind of just like dead weight. It is on its last, you know, kind of hind legs in terms of things that it can do here, and we did see that, you know, a lot of Terry's Pokemon are a little bit slower than Hengyue is here, so that Trick Room is actually really interesting. As Tapu Fini is going to be taken out, going to be saved for later on.
And we're going to bring in the Incineroar, meaning we get another Intimidate drop on Lele and Dustmane Necrozma. Hopefully that will help him. And yes, Necrozma does go into protecting. Zygarde goes into protect. And Tapu Lele goes into the Moonblast, which was meant for Tapu Fini. It only does about 5th damage on Incineroar.
Yeah, the Dustmane went for an attack into the protected Zygarde spot, but neither of us could read what move that was, so I'm just going to assume something like a Sunsteel Strike, or Photon Geyser, actually, if you're going to be on terrain. So, I mean, still in a really good spot for like Terry here. He managed to pivot into Incineroar. Obviously, you're not going to fake out here, but you could go for that Flare Blitz into that Dustmane Necrozma. You can go for the knockoff into that Tapu Lele and just, you know, break an item off of it. I mean, your Zygarde is still in a really good, like, you have to be careful about your Zygarde, because if it's slower in Trick Room out, like, for like Tapu Lele, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble here. But
the Dustmane Necrozma goes for Protect, and
I think that's 1,000 arrows.
1,000 arrows tried to go into Protect. Ooh, try to double up on Protect. That was a good call.
So that was, I think, a Flare Blitz and then 1,000 arrows. Ooh, almost picks up the knockout on Tapu Lele. Not quite.
So close, so close. Tapu Lele going for that Moonblast again on Incineroar. Now Incineroar only has 86 HP left.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be an interesting spot because that Zygarde is being left alone, and I think that's a really bad idea for Hengyue right now, because you've got this Incineroar that's actually, you've got this Zygarde that if you leave it unchecked, it's just gonna do what it's doing right now, and that's steamroll your team. It's already got that swagger boost. You've got the Tapu Fini later on to be able to help save that even more. You could heal pulse your Zygarde later. And I mean, this Incineroar we saw was faster, that Dustmane Necrozma was forced to protect. It is going to go down on this turn unless, you know, Hengyue decides to switch it out. And there's not much that you can really do to stop this Zygarde, because that Tapu Lele went after it, and Tapu Lele going for that protect instead actually on this turn. So I'm going to keep it around for at least one more turn.
Incineroar going for the U-turn and taking out Dustmane Necrozma. Incineroar coming out. Let's see what he decides to bring back in.
I would bring in the Tapu Fini just in case.
Yep, I would agree.
Like, Tapu Fini I think is the best bet here, and like there's nothing you really
yes,
want to
there we go. Tapu Fini in, meaning that we have Misty Terrain back up, So now Terry is open to self-swaggering. No one can have any effects happen to their Pokemon.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's also really smart because this way Terry doesn't have to show what his last Pokemon is, and that's always like really good information. I mean, that Kartana is a little scary, but we're still in Trick Room here, so it's most likely not going to take that plus one. Like, you could actually go for another Self-Swagger here and go after that Kartana with a like +2. No, the +2 or the +3 right now, but you're excited to show that last Pokemon here. It is going to be that Incineroar. Oh wait, what's the Incineroar? No, we still don't have last Pokemon.
Yep, so Incineroar, again, taking the Intimidate to Lele and Kartana. So the Lele would be at -2 right now, correct?
Yeah, Intimidate doesn't matter on that one, but Coil from the Zygarde, that's cheeky right there. Gets a boost to its attack, defense, and its accuracy. And Tapu Lele, I mean, it's free to attack right now. Goes Leaf Blade into that Incineroar. Very nice job on Terry, then switching out on that as Tapu Lele. I think, what did it go for? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Terry's still in a fantastic spot. I mean, the Zygarde has literally taken no damage. That Kartana is at -1. Incineroar has the ability to fake out. It can go for a kind of a knockoff into that. I mean, clicking Thousand Arrows does whatever Terry wants at this point.
Yep.
There's nothing that can really stop it.
Yep.
So, I mean, the problem is if you let Zygarde get set up like that, then the Zygarde, you know, sets up. And
Tapu Lele, again, going for the Protect. Probably a safe choice.
I think was that a double Protect? Oh, it might have been a double Protect. I honestly, like, missed it. My bad, guys. It has been a long day.
And Thousand Arrows, again, of course, landing on the Kartana and, doing a lot of damage, but not enough to knock it out. We still have 4th of HP on to Kartana.
I mean, Kartana's in a lot of trouble. Like, both these Pokemon are in a lot of trouble. And I wish I could read Korean, and I wish I remembered how to count Trick Room turns, because we did have that Trick Room set up. I actually don't think this is gonna be the last turn of Trick Room.
Yep, I think we're near the end. Not there yet, though.
That's actually kind of rough because Hengyue set it up, but Terry benefited the most from that Trick Room setup. That is very frustrating. I think if you're Hengyue, and that's not something you're gonna do in game 2 because all of Terry's Pokemon were slower than you, and that means they were faster when you set up that Trick Room for him. So, I mean, Incineroar can do whatever it wants. You go for, I think here, you can do whatever. You could go for the Flare Blitz, you could go for the knockoff.
Incineroar coming back out again, and into the
We're gonna get Sacred Sworded here. Oh, that Extreme Steam taking out that Tapu Lele. Nice. I forgot that Zygarde gets that as well. But
and the Kartana. Oh,
yeah, that was a Sacred Sword. So Terry is actually did a fantastic job preserving his Pokemon in that sense. Was able to really make sure that, hey, not much that you can really do. Like, yeah, sure, you can Sacred Sword me, but I'm gonna make sure that you can't understand that and that you can't see that, because there's not much that you can do for it. Like, Terry's making sure that the Zygarde is set up, that you are able to kind of just make sure that, like, you know, Zygarde can't be touched, and that everything beside it is more of a threat right now. And I think that was Hengyue's mistake, because now you've got sort of this thing where you've got, like, nothing much that Hengyue can really do. He can Leaf Blade the Tapu Fini, sure, and get a Beast Boost, but you can't do anything against that Zygarde. Like,
yep,
that's it. Like, there's nothing you can do. So, man, everyone's finishing their games really fast, and I don't know if. Oh, okay. I think they're just having like issues on their IR on their 3DS. So we'll sit here and talk about how Hengyue really can't do anything with this Kartana. It's just, this is not happening. Like, this Zygarde has coiled. It has been swaggered. It has like taken no damage. I mean, this Zygarde. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
We are back up.
Wow, yeah, Miguel walking up was like enough to scare the DSs into connecting. He's the super nerd bully. That's how. Miguel, did you hear that? Oh, I'm really sad Miguel didn't hear that. I adore Miguel, guys. But yeah, that's a forfeit. So Terry wins that round. They actually need to be switched. So yeah, but so Terry wins that round. Like, honestly, if you let that Zygarde just set up and steamroller, it's gonna do exactly that. And I think the biggest thing you need to decide as Hengyue is do not do Trick Room again. Just don't do that. Like, that was rough, especially just because the Trick Room was the one thing Terry benefited from the most. He went before every single one of his Pokemon in that beginning. And I think it's still hard to bring a Kyogre here. It's still really tough. Because Kartana is so nice to have in the back.
Yep.
We never saw Terry's last Pokemon.
We didn't.
Wow. Yeah, he won that with that Zygarde, the Tapu Fini, and that Incineroar, and like that was actually kind of insane. So, he's just gotta be really careful about that.
So I'm excited to see how Hengyue is going to adjust. He might bring the same Pokemon and not use Trick Room. We might see completely different Pokemon from him.
I hope if we get another mirror, like
Another mirror would be
another
great.
Kartana Incineroar. I mean, I don't think that's the worst. But it's tough because the problem is like you want something, what you want is like you kind of want this way where it's like, oh, you don't have Trick Room to be able to set up, but if Trick Room's the best way that you can set up, then you should remember that if you're Hengyue, like, hey, I've got all these Pokemon here that are faster than all of Terry's Pokemon, and so now you've got this option of, okay, if I can leave behind the Trick Room option, then I can at least try to do damage output. How do I rewrite terrain so that way Tapu Fini isn't always going to be out there being able to sell Swagger, and how do I stop potentially that Xerneas, if he has it, if that's what he brought, how do I stop that from being set up? Right, so, because Amoonguss here is just dead weight for both of them.
They really are. It,
Like, you switch into
that Tapu Fini, you can't score.
You've got Kartana on both sides.
Yep.
So, it's just a little bit rough. But we'll see exactly how he adjusts here in game 2. Also, this is a really fun guessing game, trying to remember what everything looks like in game. You would think I'm used to this by now, having played with Terry and like helped him practice for stuff like multiple times.
So Hengyue goes for, we have a Kyogre Incineroar lead-in with the Tapu Fini Incineroar. Half a mirror, similar mirror. Almost.
Still
Same
a really good
typing.
idea.
Still a really good idea.
I mean, I think this is the part where we actually see the fake outs now. Obviously, Hengyue's got the slower, got the faster Incineroar, so we might actually see that fake out go into Terry's own Incineroar, and we've got that water spout potential. So the problem is, whatever Terry has in the back won't be able to take a water spout comfortably.
Yes.
That's the problem. So they've just got to be really, he's just got to be really careful about that, because that Kyogre is probably the scariest Pokemon to be able to have out there. If Terry, decided to bring in that Amoonguss and like some insane person and was like, I'm gonna bring in Tapu Fini and an Amoonguss, then Amoonguss can at least take care of that water spout really easily. Tapu Fini, not really the most offensive Pokemon.
Alright, so
here.
Incineroar coming out into our lovely little green snake, Zygarde again.
Misty Seed will help possibly take water spouts. I don't know, but we'll see.
Incineroar going for the fake out on Tapu Fini, meaning Tapu Fini is flinched, can't really do anything. Oh, is that an Origin Pulse?
That is definitely Origin Pulse.
That is an Origin Pulse, wow. Both Tapu Fini and Zygarde not taking much damage, but a good chunk.
That did almost nothing to Zygarde, like in terms of like the fact that it's partly park out. I mean, Misty Seed boost is always really nice. Like I think that's something that people shouldn't discount on there. And now that Zygarde's here, it's actually kind of in a nice spot to be able to be self-swagger there. Especially if you've seen the fact that that Kyogre didn't really do much to that Zygarde there.
He can easily take another Origin Pulse.
Yeah, and so, I mean, now you've got that choice of your Hengyue. You have to kind of double into it and stop it on this turn. But if that holds on, then you run the risk of the complete one, so that Icy Wind.
Those Icy Wind, hopefully to help slow down the Incineroar and Kyogre.
Yeah, I mean, the Speech Tool is always really nice. Like, Coil now.
We do another, another Coil. So that will boost defense, correct?
It's attack, defense, and accuracy. And Thunder, actually. So not a Twist Scarf variant. That Thunder going straight into Tapu Fini. And that is
so close. But activating the Berry on the Tapu Fini, meaning we are going to be back over at half for the Fini.
And that's really nice to have there.
Incineroar taking, that was like, what, 10 HP?
Yeah.
Off for the Fini. But Incineroar coming out with a U-turn, and what's going to come back in?
Yeah, I mean, thinking U-turn, like, the damage doesn't matter so much as the ability to pivot as you need to against something like Zygarde Tapu Fini. We might actually see that Kartana come in on this turn, just because, yeah, Kartana is the best matchup you have against both of these Pokemon here. You've got to be worried about, the
Leaf Blade
for both of that, and it's something that, like, yeah, this Kartana's still gonna be fast because it hasn't been at -1 either. So I think, Hengyue, like, that U-turn is gonna put him in a really good spot to be kind of a gesture. It's gonna put Terry a little bit on the back burner of trying to figure out how does he kind of fight against these two Pokemon on, like, opposite him on the field right now, because it's a lot harder to attack with Zygarde here when you have something like a Kartana, like doing something like Leaf Blading, and I mean that's part of the reason
So
why you're
Tapu Fini coming out and the Incineroar coming back in, meaning both Kartana and Kyogre are going to get the Intimidate. So Kyogre will be at -2, correct?
Yeah.
Kartana being at -1.
Yeah. And we're
Leaf
gonna
Blade meant for the Finny, goes to the Incineroar, not very helpful at all. Zygarde doing 1,000 arrows, let's see. Oh! Kartana taking about half HP. Kyogre's a little bit over. Another Origin Pulse, which will, yep, oh! 9 HP left on that Incineroar. That is a bulky boy. Meaning we go into Zygarde complete.
I will never get tired of seeing that happen. Honestly, it's like seeing a Gundam on stream. Yeah. It's like my favorite thing ever. I think the first time I'd seen Zygarde complete was when it happened to Terry at Portland, and I was like, man, this is really cool looking. This is so awesome. I would never run Zygarde because I don't want to like sit there and try to get I didn't get the codes in time for it. But man, Zygarde complete looks so sick, guys. Like it just looks really cool.
It kind of reminds me like of a Power Rangers.
Also, there was no berry activation on that Incineroar.
Do you think the Incineroar would maybe
Probably
be
EV.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm just probably how it survived.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing Incineroar without that. Huh. Oh well. Yeah, it's like
So
Kartana.
Kartana comes back out with the Incineroar coming back in, meaning Terry will finally take an Intimidate.
I think it's at he's at neutral He's at neutral now because he's only gotten 1 coil off.
Yep.
But yeah, that fake out. Very critical hit fake out actually might matter here. No, like it actually might matter.
1,000 arrows come back in. Oof.
Like for later on, like that 1,000 arrows.
Oh, it's a Berry Ogre.
It definitely mattered for Hengyue. That critical hit mattered for him. That helped with that berry activation. I'm like 90% sure because he still would have been a little bit in the green without it. Yikes. But I mean, Hengyue has that has potential now for fake out, so he could fake out the Incineroar on Terry's side of the field. Terry's gonna have to lose that, I think, this turn. He's gonna have to either protect. He's gonna have to want to protect that that Zygarde and bring in something else for later on. Extreme Speed's not gonna do much for anything here. Another 1,000 arrows is gonna knock out Hengyue's own Incineroar, but it's not gonna do much to that. Not much to that Kyogre. However, thanks to that power construct, that HP is back up for that Zygarde form. So it could take another Origin Pulse or two. But now it's a matter of that Incineroar is not going to be able to do much because it is slower. But everything on Hengyue's side of the field is the only other problem.
So Incineroar coming back out. Let's see what's coming back in. Oh, Amoonguss.
Alright.
Not really sure what we can do with the Amoonguss. Zygarde going for the Protect.
That is, I think, an Origin Pulse still.
Yep, so the Origin Pulse with the Zygarde, of course, doesn't connect. And the Incineroar going down.
I mean, that's not
Bye
bad.
bye.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad because, like, that Incineroar is already kind of on its last legs, and now you've got this idea. But now it's a perfect time to bring in Tapu Fini.
Yes, it's a perfect time to bring in Tapu Fini so that Amoonguss can't really spore or do anything.
No. But that's not what the Amoonguss is going to do.
Nope.
It's going to clear smog, probably. Let's be real.
Terry brings in the Kartana, probably to try to deal with that Kyogre.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. That Amoonguss is going to be the slowest thing, right? So you have to be really careful because if you don't take care of that Amoonguss and it does have Spore on it, then you're putting your Zygarde at a risk of being put asleep here. Obviously, Rage Powder is also an option here. 1,000 arrows is spread damage, but against that Kartana, it's not going to work out at all. But you also have Clear Smog. Clear Smog can get rid of everything that
and we just start over.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, you've got options here at Hengyue, and you've got no
Zygarde switching out, losing all of its boosts anyway. Tapu Fini coming back in, meaning
I appreciate that.
There's nothing really Amoonguss can do right now.
I mean, even that Clear Smog going into there, like, Kyogre Protect.
Yes. That was a good turn.
Yeah, because
that was probably a Leaf Blade going into.
And wait, is that HP? Oh my god! Okay, so that was HP Fire.
Heart.
That was an HP Fire Amoonguss. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. That's cool.
That's getting applause. Good.
I totally forgot that was a thing. So HP Fire Amoonguss. You know, because why not? You actually end up losing those boosts for almost nothing on that Zygarde now. So Kartana's in such a bad spot. It's gonna faint. I'm sorry. I mean, okay, so Kyogre protected. You can't Rage Powder this away. And I think Hengyue was just like, yeah, you know what, whatever. I have a tech for this Kartana, so let's go. Tapu Fini does have Heal Pulse though. Yes. I will say that Tapu Fini has Heal Pulse. Not gonna be enough to like heal it up all the way. And another A2 Fire is obviously not gonna be able to do anything to it. But Kartana's saying bye bye.
And we're bringing back in the lovely Zygarde. Oh, Kyogre coming out for...
What if he has
I
left?
can't read. The Incineroar, meaning Zygarde and Finny are going to take those Intimidate drops.
Yeah, I mean, the Zygarde's at -1 now, which is going to be a little bit rough, but something missed here. Tapu Fini missed something, and I'm not sure what it was. Wow, that did nothing. What did Tapu Fini miss?
HP Fire tried to knock out the card, but of course it switched in.
I have no idea what Tapu Fini missed on because I unfortunately cannot read it. So
we're trying, guys. We're going.
It probably missed a Boom Blast.
Yeah, that'd be the best guess.
Because Icy Wind is a spread move, and we didn't have a double text message on the text read on that. So I'm just kind of assuming at that point that is that. We didn't get the swagger thing activation for Zygarde, so I'm just saying bye here. Gonna get that. Didn't take any damage, so no regeneration on there. But Drizzle's coming back.
Drizzle is coming back to hopefully help the water spouts and Origin Pulses.
Yeah.
But it could also depending on what is on his Finny.
And then Incineroar faked out that Tapu Fini actually, so it can't really do anything but
do another it was a coil.
Yeah, it was a coil. Yeah, so Coil at least is going to really set attack and defense. So it's going to be at neutral attack now. It's going to be at +1 defense and +1 accuracy. It's still going to be in trouble though because it did lose that special defense boost from the Misty Seed from earlier. So Zygarde's in a little bit of a tough pinch here. Like anyway, without that Trick Room, has been really good about preserving his Pokemon and keeping Terry at least a little bit on the back burner here. It's just Terry's just not in a really good spot right now. I'm still really keen on Amogus with HP Fire. I love that. I love that so much. That's just so funny. I love it when Poison Grass types use HP Fire. I'm looking at you, Venusaur. Gosh.
But yes, Hengyue has adjusted very well from game 1, which means I think we could go into a very interesting game 3. But let's see what happens.
I mean, they've got about.
I feel like I jinxed it now that I said it.
It probably did. Okay, casters first.
So Kyogre goes for the Protect.
Ooh, heal pulse.
Finny heal pulsing, helping out its Zygarde buddy. Oh, so almost.
Annoying. No, it is at full.
It is at full.
Yep. I mean, Zygarde going for 1,000 arrows on there. I mean, I guess Protect is like whatever.
Aw, bye Incineroar. It was fun.
I mean, it's not like Amogus Kyogre is a bad thing to have on the field because you've got the Clear Smog again, but you're still in a rough spot here. I mean, you could always just switch out the Tapu Fini and bring back the Kartana. Ooh, Kartana's still there.
We do see the Kartana, which can easily threaten the Tapu Fini.
What did Terry lose? Terry lost his Incineroar?
Yes.
Okay, so he has no fake out pressure. So neither of them have their fake out pressure anymore, which at least is nice. I mean, you can protect your Zygarde, and it just the problem is that Amogus in the back is going to be really annoying. I think it's just really funny that he brought both of his Grass-type Pokemon on this turn. I don't think Terry brought any of them, and Amogus is actually going to come back onto the field. They both take 1,000 arrows really nicely here, and we've got the Clear Smog again. But bye, Tapu Fini.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, gets a critical hit with that Leaf Blade.
Again, another.
I feel like every Kartana I've seen today has done unnecessary critical hits when it doesn't really need them, but does get the Beast Boost, which is really important as well. Just goes straight for 1,000 arrows. Ooh, oh god.
So Cart now is down to a little over 4th. Looks like
it's sleep time.
Ooh, nap time?
It's nap time.
Nap time for us? No?
I wish.
Oh, okay. So Cart coming back out to help Mir. So honestly, that Cart can't really do anything. 1 HP. It's gonna get knocked out. It could detect.
I mean, it's just a matter of which Kartana is faster right now, because I don't actually know what item Hengyue is running on his Kartana. If it's a Sash, it's definitely not intact anymore, but I mean, Amogus and Kartana actually ended up being a really good 2 Pokemon for Hengyue to have, especially with that HP Fire, but also like the Clear Smog potential now. You can put that Zygarde to sleep if you really need to. I mean, it's got a lot of HP, so there's the detect on Kartana. It is running a Focus Sash that has the ability to do so. Yep, got attacked. And Zygarde going for
1,000 arrows, meaning that Cart is gone.
It's really nice, actually. That's actually really good for Terry because that Kartana, Hengyue's Kartana went. Ooh, man, Hengyue's Kartana went into Terry's on Kartana. That Amogus I think also went for that Kartana.
Yep, he tried to double up on Kartana.
That Zygarde was just in a really good spot. I mean, now you can't rage powder away. You can't rage powder away the Kartana's Leaf Blade. You can protect the Kyogre, or you can go after that Amoonguss. Like the point is now that like Terry's still in a pretty good spot because if you protect, then Terry's still at like 302 health.
Yep.
Right? So, I mean, actually, I think this might be Terry's game to win, even with that 1 HP Kartana. That detect call might have been the most important call that Hengyue could have made because he would have gone after the Zygarde. He could have gone after this Kartana now.
Yeah.
Like even if that was an air, like I think we're at like +1-ish right now still for that Zygarde, so it could still do some really good damage. I mean, single target Origin Pulse might be enough to kind of take it down.
Amoonguss protects.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's sticking around. Ooh, that was a
so some.
yikes. Oh no.
Oh, another Origin Pulse coming out.
Yeah,
that Kartana is gonna go down.
Kartana went for that Amoonguss. Kartana went for that Amoonguss, so another call where somebody went for the protected grass type Pokemon here, and
So of course, because of the Protect, 1000 Arrows isn't connecting to the Amoonguss, but it takes Kyogre down to about half HP. And yeah, I'm just waiting for it.
Okay, so I mean, here's the thing.
Scroll.
So the thing is, Hengyue protected the Amoonguss, which is not something like you actually really honestly see on Amoonguss for the most part. So I think Terry went after that, like going for this. So Zygarde going for the protect on its own, trying to see what Hengue's gonna do. But I think we're gonna see either Clear Smog or Spore here, and then just another, just Origin Pulse or I think honestly, because it has Origin Pulse. I don't know if we saw Water Spout, but obviously not gonna Thunder into Zygarde's spot. We know that it's Berry, and I don't remember if it consumed its Berry on this match or not, because the matches are starting to blend together now. But now we've got Scald actually, so single target water type move here. It might get a burn, and if it does, that's gonna be really nice for Hengyue. But 1000 Arrows, it just doesn't do enough damage to either one of them. And like that Amoonguss could be Berry for all we know, which is gonna Spore, so it is sleep time. So I mean, we're gonna go to a game 3 with 18 minutes left on this clock. Wow.
Can I join Zygarde for a nap? I mean, I'm having a fun time with you, dear, but like, nap time.
Oh no, it's fine.
Also my favorite time.
Oh, I take nap times all the time. Like 24 hours of the day, 20 of them are probably me taking a nap. It's called sleep, but I call them naps.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, the protects I think were like the worst, the hardest parts of that part of it is you've got the Amoonguss going for the protect, so Kartana didn't go for the Leaf Blade into Kyogre like it could have. Zygarde's
And then Scald coming in. We only have that Zygarde at 49%.
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
and
HP
Zygarde's
Fire
actually,
coming out. Only did 10 HP to that
it
Zygarde.
doesn't matter, you've got Scald again.
Yep.
And like Zygarde's actually slower than that Kyogre, even because the Icy Wind got reset, and you've got Foil, I think, that never might have happened. So you've got plus, so you don't get a +1 speed for Foil, but there's not much you can do. Like Zygarde's not waking up. I don't know if it's going for protect, but she's trying to wake up. But that's game over. We're gonna go to game 3.
Game 3, yes. So I didn't jinx it.
You didn't.
That's good.
You didn't. I think part of that was, I think if Terry had gone into that Kyogre spot instead of been able to double up into it, he might have been able to win that. Because Kartana was faster than anything else on that field, but he went for the Amoonguss instead. So it was kind of like a mirror of the time before, where the Kartana on Hengyue's side went for the Kartana on Terry's side and allowed that Kartana to get knocked out by 1000 Arrows. So I think a lot of what Terry has to do is figure out how he's going to preserve that. And I think the adjustments that Hengyue made, that Kartana and the Amoonguss were extremely smart decisions for him to adjust to. So I take back everything bad I've ever said about Amoonguss. No, I don't. Just in this case, I do. But
What did the little mushroom do to you, Regina?
put my Pokemon to sleep.
Okay, that's true. No, that's
So.
also why I hate Smeargle.
Actually, I will say I did run Amoonguss next on my Blaziken team, and it turned out really well.
Yes. Oh god,
Clear Smog
I
is
miss
fun.
I miss Mega Blaziken. I had such a fun time with Mega Blaziken Ferrothorn.
I mean, you could bring it back if you really wanted to.
Oh, I know. We
You
can't use
won't-
Megas right now.
You won't get very far in your series with Mega Blaziken. I can guarantee you that.
Yes,
But
I know. It's so unfortunate. But also, I've been wanting to run Pikachu. Pikachu's not very viable.
you should have played the Let's Go Cup.
I know.
Anyway, so game 3. Actually, so the interesting thing is he didn't bring the Dusty Necrozma, which I think was actually fantastic of him. Like that was a really smart idea because he didn't need it, because his biggest use for that Dusty Necrozma is you use it for that Trick Room, and it doesn't do a lot of damage output into a lot of Pokemon here. Terry has never brought that Xerneas as far as we know, so I think now might be the time to be like, hey, maybe now is when I start bringing this. The only problem is now that we know that Amoonguss is there and has like that HP fire, probably has that face mount, has to protect, is a lot more threatening to Terry than I think he would expect an Amoonguss to be, especially on an opposing team. So I think this game 3 is going to be really important, especially in how they lead against this. I think the Tapu Fini Zygarde is kind of something that's really a core for Terry, unless he decides to drop both of those and bring in like something like Xerneas and Kartana as the lead here, because the Incineroar Kyogre lead was really smart on his side. And I mean, we'll see. They've got 8 seconds left to lock in there.
Yep.
So it's now or never time, boys. So we're going to game 3. We got 15 minutes left, so I'm hoping this doesn't come down to time, because they've got 10 minutes of your time. 7 minutes of your time each? I don't remember the time.
7 minutes now.
Wow,
7 minutes
10
now.
minutes. What
So
year
if
am I
we
in?
do-
What year am I playing?
We gotta get some caffeine in you. So, but if we do go to time, we will do the 3-round sudden death.
3 turns. 3
turns, yes.
3 rounds, please not 3 rounds.
3 turns, that's what I meant. Always fun to be in.
Ooh, Dustman's
but
back.
Dustman comes back with that Amoonguss
Kartana.
and Kartana and Tapu Fini
I love
coming
that
out.
Kartana Tapu Fini is such a fun lead. I'm not a good lead against this Amoonguss and this Dustman Necrozma, because that Amoonguss is able to kind of just be like, hey, let's do that HP fire thing again, because that was fun game too, right?
Yep.
Right? I mean, you can't put things to sleep, obviously, but Dustman, I think, if you're going for that trick room option again, is in a perfect mode to do so right now. There's like Tapu Fini can't really do anything against it. Your biggest threat is Amoonguss right now because of the fact that Kartana is really threatened by that HP fire. Amoonguss could go for a Sacred Sword into either one of these Pokemon and just try for that and see what happens. It's just the problem is Kartana's not, like, as much of an offensive pressure Pokemon Kartana is, it's not doing a lot here. It's being more threatened by that Amoonguss and anything else.
So yes, the Kartana does come out, and we get switched back in the Incineroar, meaning both Dustmane, Necrozma, and the Amoonguss do get that Intimidate drop.
Yeah, I mean, that's really smart here.
Amoonguss comes out again for, oh my god, if it's an Incineroar, okay. Nope, it wasn't Incineroar, it is that Kyogre, which of course can take out at that Incineroar pretty quickly.
Yeah, and oh, he self-swaggered his Incineroar. Very nice. That was actually like a really smart idea there. So we've got that trick room coming up here now on that Dustmane Necrozma. So interesting actually, because in game 1 we saw that Terry like just ran over Hengyue's team after that trick room had been set up.
But I think he's in a little bit more better place to play with trick room right now.
Yeah, don't forget, Incineroar has that fake out pressure now available for him. So I mean, the problem here is that like Terry's still not. I don't think Terry's giving off as much pressure as he should be. I mean, even if he if he knocks off for Flare Blitzes into that Dustmane Necrozma, he activates the weakness policy on there. He's gonna be the fastest Pokemon on the field thanks to the fact that he's like the slower one, but Dustman's getting out of there.
Yep.
And you're gonna be getting in that his own
Incineroar, meaning that
that's
Terry's
Swagger.
Incineroar is going to that
It's
Swagger.
neutral.
Yep,
Yeah.
Swagger's neutral.
Is
Good
it
idea,
is
but
Swagger
it
+2? I don't remember. Oh my god!
goes for the knockoff on the Kyogre, which of course then takes out the berry, and that Origin Pulse comes in. 32 HP left on that Incineroar. That is insane.
Bulky
The
Incineroar.
very bulky Incineroar. But
Man,
Key
Terry-
Pulse coming back in.
Terry's just reading these turns right now.
That was such a great read coming from Terry. Heal Pulse, healing that Incineroar back up to around a fourth, a third.
I mean, it's in the green, which is the most important part for it right now. It won't take another Origin Pulse as the more important part here, but the fact is you've done a lot of damage to that Kyogre. It's like in an awkward position now. Incineroar on Hengyue's side does have the ability to go for the Fake Out now, so you could stop either one of these Pokemon. We haven't seen that Incineroar ever use Protect. We're assuming that is an Assault Vest because it did survive that Origin Pulse like 100%, and there was no berry heal up from there.
Yep.
So that AV isn't going to be able to really protect it from another Origin Pulse. So you either has to get it out there and then switch in something else that can take in that. It's probably going to be that Kartana that we're going to see come back in because it can take an Origin Pulse a lot better. It's actually been
No,
Why?
Zygarde!
Oh,
We're
right,
going
Misty
for
Seed.
the green snake with the Misty Seed. Meaning the special attack and special defense go up?
This is special defense,
Just
actually.
special defense.
Yeah, but another Origin Pulse is top one gets faked out.
Coming out.
Man, Zygarde takes that so well. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like,
Yep.
Misty Seed is so nice, and I think now that you've written that fake out, Zygarde is actually in a good spot to kind of try to set up for this turn because you're still in Trick Room. And we saw game 1 that Trick Room. I honestly don't know why. Like
we've got 2 rounds left to Trick Room, correct?
So this is turn 2.
So turn 3.
Turn 3, so 2 more turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to turn 4 of Trick Room, so the turn after that's gonna be the last one. And I think the hard part now is like you are allowing so actually anyways Incineroar went first, so it is the slowest thing right now, and so it's the fastest thing in Trick Room right now, so he's probably gonna bring in something like it's most likely to stop any sort of like big setups. If he's got so he's got Dustmane, Amoonguss, Incineroar, and Kyogre, so that's his force, and no Kartana this time. So actually, I think that was one of his like most defensively pressured Pokemon against Terry's team, but it's actually gonna bring in that Dustmane
again. Yes.
Yep. So it's Thunder into that Tapu Fini by Tapu Fini. Yeah, that's a bye for a Tapu Fini right there. It's not gonna survive it at that rate.
Yeah, like, there's no way.
Tapu Fini is a thick Pokemon, not that thick, but hey.
Zygarde going for the coil, meaning attack, defense, and accuracy will be going up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little tough because you could go for the 1,000 arrows here. If you do that, though, the problem is your Duskmane is going to have that weakness policy activated. You can go for the fake out here. I think this is our last turn in Trick Room, so whatever Terry does, he has to make it count because there's no way Hengyue is going to try to set up that Trick Room again. Because now, if you don't get rid of the Kyogre, it goes for the Origin Pull for every single turn.
Yep. And could probably knock out that Zygarde within the next 2 or 3 turns.
Yeah, I mean, that defense is nice, but it's still got the Misty Trade, it's the Misty Seed boost from it, so it could take in at least 1 more, but there's no more chances for EQ.
Yep.
So, Terra's got to make this last turn count. If not, Hengyue is going to be able to at least take advantage of the fact that Trick Room's about to expire, which is probably why he brought in that Duskmane, because now Terry is forced to make choices. I mean, even if... the problem is, who you fake out here is going to be really important. Because Zygarde managed to coil, so it's going to go for 1,000 arrows. You're going to get rid of that Kyogre. You're going to want to save that raid for later on.
And Incineroar coming back in to give the Intimidate drop to the Zygarde and mirror Incineroar as well.
-1 in neutral now. And then
Necrozma going for the Protect, trying to save that Necrozma, the Necrozma for... a Flare Blitz going into the other... Ooh, that did...
I wonder if he was expecting the Amoonguss to switch in. It didn't literally nothing, but another coil here as Trick Room expires. Alright, so this is gonna be really interesting. Yeah, it's just his Dimension's return to normal. And Misty Trade expires. So now you've got Fake Out from Hengyue's Incineroar. You have the ability to protect your Zygarde. But still, the thing is, you have to wonder how you want this to happen, because now you kind of want that, because you have the ability to, the minute that the Zygarde goes down to half, you're going to have that Power Construct show up, right? So now you have to kind of wonder what is Terry's going to be like, basically that Fake Out into that Zygarde. However, wait, what? Oh, he U-turned his own Zygarde. What a freaking monster. I love it when people side attack their Pokemon because it is always really fun to watch, but he side U-turned that. He brings in the Kartana because you don't want to attack that Duskmane. It goes for Trick Room again though. And I think we are going to get Power Construct right now. You sense the presence of many. There we are. Yep, so we've got Power Construct under. That was really smart. Terry wanted to guarantee the fact that he would get that Power Construct. Yeah. So that was actually really smart of Terry, because now you've got, if it's just under HP like that, you still have that huge amount of HP on there. And that coil that puts you at +2, you're actually still going to be, I think, slower now than everything in Trick Room. Kartana is a naturally fast Pokemon though, so I think Terry's still in a little bit of a spot where he's in trouble, because Hengyue has all 4 of his Pokemon still alive here. That Amoonguss in the back has, we did have an Amoonguss, no. Yes, we did, because we didn't have Kartana, but Dustmane.
So Necrozma goes for the Protect, and Incineroar U-turning into the Kartana.
I think this is a perfect time to bring in Amoonguss, because Amoonguss like thrives in Trick Room conditions. Actually, Kyogre would also. No, I think you bring in Amoonguss here.
I think his Kyogre's a little fast. Yep, Amoonguss would be the best. It's gonna be now the first thing to move.
Another coil.
Jeez, Terry. Amping it up.
Oh man, that's a little bit scary here. Kartana went for the Leaf Blade into. Oh, I think he was expecting the Kyogre switch, and I think if that's a little bit tough on him. But the Kartana switch in, and also Kartana has that Sash broken.
Yep.
That Kartana's going down.
That Kartana could go down super easily.
Okay, so the question is, if you're a Hengyue, do you read the fact that Kartana might not go for the detect? Because you have the detect on Kartana, so do you get HP fire or do you go after the Zygarde? You bring in the Incineroar now, and I think you're still at. Yeah, I think you're possibly at neutral. You're at +2 defense and +2 accuracy, but you're at neutral attack now. I think Kartana's getting out of there.
Coming back out for the Incineroar, so Hengyue will also be getting that Intimidate drop again.
Yeah, and then you've got Fake Out on both sides now. So this is going to be a little bit tough here, I think, because now we've got to protect here from that Zygarde. It's just... Ooh.
Zygarde's just chilling. He's just chilling on this end.
I think that was a cleared smog. I'm not sure. I wish I could understand Korean. I'm going to learn just so I can read Terry's cards one day. That's it, guys. I'm going to learn Korean.
And then Terry has to switch his language just to throw you off.
Can switch it to French now, so neither of us, nobody can understand it except
I could vaguely understand it
at that speed.
Very rarely.
Anyway, so I mean, this is sort of tough, but I think this is still Hengyue's game to like just kind of. Oh, are we doing Dexter's Lab now? All right, cool. I think it's still Hengyue's game to kind of win because Terry's not really putting a lot of pressure on anything. That Amoonguss is actually doing a really good job of stopping Terry from doing stuff. So. We've got a Fake Out exchange here.
Oh, double Fake Out. Those are always fun.
So here's the thing, though. I mean, at least if Trick Room expires, you've got the Zygarde being the fastest because it still has the coil stuff. So it's still... Oh, sorry. So you've got a +2 accuracy, +2 defense. It's still got the special defense base. And it's just... It's hard because that Amoonguss is actually putting a lot more work than I expected it to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Terry is just kind of like on the back burner here. I mean, that Tapu Fini was so essential to his team here, and losing it to that, losing it so early is actually really tough for him. And I mean, going for the Protect was smart, but now you're threatened by a Clear Smog, you're threatened by the Spore, which we saw Spore for sure last game. And Incineroar is actually getting out of here on Hengyue's side. We're going to bring him back in that Kyogre now. Oh, Dustman. Oh, I'm forgetting he has all 4 of his Pokemon. I'm getting my games mixed up.
Oh, Spore coming up, Zygarde going to sleep. That puts Terry in a super tough position. Zygarde can't really do anything now. Incineroar going for the Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss and
by Amoonguss. That's a little bit too little too late though. I mean, that Zygarde's in a really rough spot. I mean, sure, you got this Incineroar from the but you have Kyogre and you have so I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you've got a good spot now for Hengyue. I mean, yeah, you lost Amoonguss, but you've got a free switch into something here as Trick Room is about to expire. Kyogre is in a really good spot. You've got that Drizzle. You have Origin Pulse instead of Water Spout, so it's not dependent on your HP.
Yep.
You can just hit both of them for that Origin Pulse. There's no Fake Out pressure on Terry's side.
That Incineroar has about a third HP. It's not going to survive an Origin Pulse, don't think.
Probably won't even survive with Scald.
There's no way. And Necrozma is just there, sitting pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you go for Proton Geyser, you go for Sunseal Strike, you go for any sort of attack that you want here. Because
but he is switching out Necrozma to the Incineroar, getting the other Intimidate drop. He's probably thinking way more long term than we are, just in case. Because if that Necrozma does wake up within the next few turns, it could do a scary amount of damage until Zygarde.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Origin Pulse. Kartana will take that a lot better. It does have a Sash broken though, so I lied. Oh, wait, is that a 5H? Nope,
we lied.
I lied.
By Kartana.
I thought it would
Terry
but...
trying to take that read, but unfortunately it backfired.
Oh, it woke up! Hey, Zygarde woke up!
Waking up.
Good job, Zygarde.
Coming in. Good job.
Everybody on our side too was like, wow, Zygarde woke up. Yeah, we're just as surprised as you guys are. I mean, Terry still doesn't. Okay, you fake out Kyogre and you go for 1,000 arrows one more time. And then you have to deal with the Amoonguss, so that's actually good mess, You fake out Kyogre, you go for 1,000 arrows, and then you just take care of Amoonguss, which also had the boost. Oh no, sorry, it's not Amoonguss. Duskmane.
Yep.
Which actually might be tough because you'll activate its weakness policy. So, because that Duskmane in the back is still at full health. It has weakness policy not procced yet. There's no chance of you healing. So you either fake out Kyogre, go for 1,000 arrows, and then hope that somehow you can get Duskmane even if you have 2 different Pokemon on there.
Yep.
So that's where you're at right now in this. So we're gonna see exactly what Terry's strategy is. And it's gonna be a little bit tougher, I think. I mean, the last couple of turns is gonna. Really, I mean, they've got 2 minutes left on their round timer, so this is gonna be.
Incineroar coming out again.
Yeah,
for that Duskmane.
I keep forgetting Duskmane got knocked out. Oh, protect from the Kyogre is smart. So gonna burn out that fake out turn, which is actually really good.
Yep. And yes, he tried to fake out, but
Guess
of course
what gets
connected with the
activated?
protect.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Dang, Terry.
coiling again.
All
That
right.
was an interesting turn that we didn't see coming. But that, that is the beauty of watching Terry play.
Alright, yeah, I mean, Coil I think is a really rough choice because Dustmane Necrozma is still like at full health here, and there's, I mean, you attack that at all with anything else besides like if you don't attack it with like a super effective move, you're not going to do the damage you need to get it to knock out.
Yep.
So at this point, you're just kind of like stalling. I think there's just not much you can really do at this
Terry's
point.
in
Like
just too tough of a position.
Both of your
to
Pokemon
take
here,
it out.
yeah, both of your Pokemon here aren't gonna be able to really do anything here. Kyogre's getting out of there for that Incineroar, I think is in the back, so yeah,
probably, yep.
that's the only Pokemon we have left.
Yep.
But that Intimidate, I mean, negates that Coil again, and is gonna make sure that Terry's own Incineroar can't really do much. It's just, ooh, nice. Oh, activates Fairy. No,
activates the berry. Yep.
there's no way. I don't think Terry has enough damage output that he can do against this. The U-turn is nice. I think he was hoping that if that Kyogre stayed in, the chip damage would have been enough here.
But enough, yep.
Dustmane is going for that Trick Room again. Though.
Yep.
So, you guys have 40 seconds. I don't know if they can hear me, but we're down to the last timer. Miguel's gonna head over there because if they both reach to that time 0, it is gonna be turn 0, I think plus 3, and then
turns, sudden death.
Yep.
And after that, whoever has dealt the most damage,
it'll be up to the
wins.
HP. Yeah.
Yep.
So actually, Zygarde is actually a really interesting component of that because it does kind of send in that they've got a little bit under 15 seconds now by the time they both lock in their moves. I cannot believe they're going to time here right now. Zygarde goes for a protect on this turn. 10 seconds left on this round timer, and now we've got we got something going into that Zygarde. I still can't for this. But
3, 2, 1.
right,
that is
the last
our
move. So
time. That is our round timer going out.
So the next moves that they're doing right now are going to be their 1, 2, 3 turn moves. Miguel is, I think, hopefully letting them know right now what's going on. So the way this is going to work is if we don't have a clear winner by the end of 3 turns, it is going to come down to the HP.
Yep, it's going to come down to the HP.
So thanks for sitting through this entire match with us, guys. Man, this has been a doozy of a match. Yikes.
It's my second match on stream, but at least it wasn't a chancy one.
Chancey one was fun. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we finally got this Dustmane Necrozma attacking with that Scintilla Strike. No protects, obviously, from either side here. Sorry, that's a Photon Geyser. I don't know.
Photon Geyser.
That did nothing to Zygarde.
That did less than 30 damage.
And knockoff was also doing
coming.
nothing. I mean, Thousand Arrows is going to activate that weakness policy on that side. That was going to Oh, yeah, that's so close. Yeah, so the weakness policy is activated though on that Dustmane Necrozma, so it's definitely going to be able to do a lot more damage. We still have that Kyogre that's in the back though. It's just you can't really
at
do
this
anything.
point, it could easily be a roll of the dice that gets that 1 HP left on that Incineroar.
You've got the ability for this to kind of just knock out like either Pokemon here. That Dustmane
Necrozma looks like he's smiling.
Doesn't it? Oh, thinking about the really important stuff in this match, Terry.
Sorry guys, I have not eaten, so I'm starting to lose it.
I'm trying not to think about that, but I mean, bringing Kyogre here is actually kind of nice too, because now you've got that range. So Flare Blitz won't be able to do it to knock out, and it won't take 1,000 arrows. But at least you have the fake out pressure from that next turn. This is turn 2 now. 2. Yeah. So we protect.
So Necrozma goes for that protect.
That's smart. Yeah. So any Flare Blitz is gonna go into another protection.
Yep.
So what? Yeah. Ooh, no. So there's not much you can do. I mean, I think Kyogre. No, we're in Trick Room. And that Zygarde is good. No, I don't. When it comes down to HP stuff like this, you want to get rid of like the other Pokemon. I think because Terry still would lose on HP because he's only got like that much. Actually. I might be talking too soon about that one because everybody's down into like the yellow on theirs, and then Incineroar's down on the red. So it's just a lot going on. So it's just been a long game. It doesn't help that none of this is in English. So we've been trying to figure out what's going on. I'm just like, oh, okay, maybe this is what they'll do. I don't know until they actually do it.
Where's Google Translate when you need it?
On our phones away from us. Extreme Speed though is actually not enough to pick up that Kyogre knockout, but gets the U-turn in there. Very nice. He actually can't hit both Pokemon, but he's still got the fake out. I think we're on turn 3 now. After this one, potentially.
And that is another Photon Geyser.
The only thing I know of Photon Geyser and Sunsteel Strength looks like now. Whoa! Are you kidding me? 1 HP with a Zygarde.
Oh.
Are you absolutely kidding me? This is so stupidly ridiculous. The problem is, you can fake out with that incident. My God, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
I think this is Gale.
So that Incineroar does have that fake out.
They're both
available
Can we
now.
just
It's already
appreciate?
been 3
Has it been 3 turns?
Yes.
Okay, I think Miguel is like now calculating HP. Can we just appreciate how both of these Pokemon are on 1 HP and how we've got 2 Pokemon in the yellow? This is absolutely ridiculous. I honestly cannot believe this. This is so.
You almost ran out of time.
Yeah.
Yep. So unfortunately, we are at a point where Miguel has to decide the match.
Oh
We're
my
not
God.
able to see.
Seriously? Yeah, if Hengyue had taken any more time on that, he would have been at 3 seconds left on his.
Yeah.
Miguel is taking a picture of what is going on there, just to make sure that we can double check the results of this. And I think we're just gonna let this play out and then just discuss it. So I mean, we'll be back to you. Miguel's gonna be calculating that HP stuff in a little bit. So we're just gonna, I guess, end the stream.
You know what? Honestly, like such a great match to watch. Every once in a while, we have those matches that take forever. But we hope that you enjoyed this as much as we did. Oh.
You know, I mean, it goes because
Yes.
the timer just goes down.
Yeah,
Right,
timer
so
went out, so unfortunately anything past this point does not count.
Yeah, we're just gonna be doing
towards
that
the match
HP
win.
calculation. Yeah, that's gonna do nothing in the rain.
Sorry,
yeah.
Incineroar.
Look at that. So.
Oh, hey, trick room again.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just, you know. I mean, we'll find
It
out
is
the
what it
winner
is.
really soon.
Yep.
It involves math, which I'm sure. Actually, so the question is, how does? Yeah, we know that part. But the question is, how does the HP count for Zygarde when it's in complete form and things like that? That's the problem there.
Yep.
So that's the thing you kind of have to actually look into the rulebook for is the Zygarde complete form, and the Zygarde in its 50% form.
It's by percentage, Terry.
Yeah. So, for those of you who were paying attention, at Oaks this also happened. We had around 8 go at a time, so it came down to percentage. I think at Oaks it was a 0.1% difference.
very, very small.
It was extremely close, and honestly, it might come down to that close as well. Actually, I wish I could remember how the HP count for Zygarde works. I never thought, Terry, that I'd have to decide and remember how Zygarde HP count works for this.
Terry, you make us have to use math.
I haven't used.
I
I
don't
taken a math
appreciate
class
that.
since
I haven't
my
taken the
high
math
school year.
class in, yeah, like, it's gotta be like, what, 7, 8 years?
I don't want to talk about how long it's been since I graduated high school. Let's not do that. Let's not age ourselves like that, Taryn, please. God. Wow. Thanks for sticking with us for that round, guys. I'll be back in literally less than 5 minutes for round 5.
Yep, we're gonna take the next round.
Whatever.
Because Terry left. Not Terry. Riley. I keep missing.
Riley left, yeah.
Man. Oh well. So, I mean, we're at this point
Look
where
at us still
I'm
looking pretty.
I'm still here.
Yes.
I'm
We're
barely
still
alive.
here.
I need to go get some water. I've been talking for 4 rounds and all the side stuff in between.
Yes.
So I'm dying.
You're so pretty.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, that was fun. Hey guys, please make your cards in English.
If you're in a
Terry.
situation where you have to sack something, and
Actually, I make Terry read as team sheet in English for me, so
We
I
do,
understand
because
what it's saying.
we can't read it
Because
at
I'm
all.
not gonna
It's
sit through that.
horrible.
I would never make. Well, yeah. So, anyway, so now we're just gonna sit here and wait for the results. So yeah. So I hope you guys.
Have
I
you
hope.
seen any interesting teams at Brazil?
Did you? Okay. So, who lost? Okay, so Terry loses. I mean, which if you guys were looking at HP percentages, it kind of makes sense. That does mean a little bit more, but that was a really tight match. That was
very
yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they were the last match we were waiting on. So we will literally be back in not even 5 minutes with your round 5. But hey, congrats to both of them because that was a fun stream. Hi Terry. Bye Terry. Yeah. So that was fun. So. There you guys go.
Yeah.
That was.
And we'll be back soon with our last round. So see you soon.
Yep.